Weekend. Listen, Scott Sambucci here over at Sales Qualia. It's Friday afternoon. It's 6 o'clock, a little past 6 o'clock on Friday before Memorial Day weekend. This is my very last thing that I'm doing before I pack it up for the weekend. And I wanted to share with you that 3-2-1 weekend. I did these a couple weeks ago. I had a lot of fun doing it and realized I hadn't been doing it because I've been doing other stuff on Friday afternoon. So I wanted to share with you 3 things that I'm excited about, 2 people that you absolutely need to follow, and one quick tip that I think you can put to work, and you're going to appreciate getting this tip from me. So first, let me start with the 3 things that I am excited about. Well, number 1, this weekend, I'm doing 2 big trail runs. I've got less than a month. June 26th is the big day for me. It's the Western States 100. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I do these ultra marathons, and this Western States 100 is one of the most difficult races to get into, and one of the more challenging ones out there in the ultra community. And so I've been training my tail off since January 4th, and really for like the last 7 years for this race. And so I got a big training weekend set up. I got a 50-mile 50 run set up for tomorrow. The alarm clock goes off at 3:45 a.m. so that I can get out onto the trail and knock out 50 miles, get in before dinner. And then Monday, I'm going to follow that up with another 22-mile run on a different part of the trail. So huge weekend training wise. It'd be interesting to see how my body holds up after 72 miles on the trail. And it's the last big weekend because now I got to start tapering off over the next few weeks. But stoked that I'm in a position where I can look at you in the eye and tell you here that I'm going to be running 72 miles this weekend. So it tells me that the training's paying off at some degree because I feel pretty confident that I'm going to have a good weekend. So that's one thing I'm excited about. The second thing I'm excited about is we are now proud owners of a baby goat. So a lot of you I know have had pandemic purchases. Our pandemic purchases over the last 9 months or so have included a Ford F-150, 6 chickens that now live in our backyard. We bought them as baby chicks and have raised them up to now where they're producing eggs every day, and a dog that we bought, that we rescued and about 8 months ago. And our most recent pandemic purchase is a baby goat. Now, we don't live on a farm. We have a friend that lives on a farm, that owns a farm. That's where we're going to keep this baby goat. Her name is Sky. My wife is pretty stoked about it. She just picked up Sky this morning. Sky is going to live on my friend's farm with 2 other goats. She's always wanted to have a goat. She grew up with animals. She's always loved animals. And so now we're proud owners of a baby goat. So pretty excited about that. And the third thing that I'm excited about is that on Thursday of this week, June 3rd, I'm running a live training, a live sales training. And that live sales training is specifically for B2B founders. And we're going to teach us 5 sales tactics you can put to work in the next 6 weeks in order to nail your 2021 number. If you look at the calendar, we're almost halfway through the year. And so what I found is that this time of year is critical when it comes to working with your existing customers in order to grow revenue with them, pulling deals through your sales pipeline that you've accumulated throughout the course of the winter and spring. And of course, how do you generate new leads into the top of the funnel? Because if you're selling to the enterprise, given the long sales cycles, now is when you've got to be generating new leads if you want to have a chance to convert those deals in Q4. So I'm going to be teaching 5 sales tactics you can put to work in the next 6 weeks in order to nail your 2021 number. So if you want to join that webinar, all you have to do is type the word sales into the comments down below, and also check the link down below in the comment, and you'll see that there is a registration link. So we got some spots left as of Friday afternoon where you can still join. So those are 3 things I'm excited about. Now, 2 people that you should follow, you must follow. Number 1, Jason Bay, and number 2, Meghann Misiask. So Jason is the owner of Blissful Prospecting, and he is the chief prospecting officer there. And I'll tell you, when it comes to outbound and lead generation, there's nobody that I know in the world that's better than Jason. So one of the things he does with us is he comes in and teaches and coaches our clients in our startup selling coaching program just on outbound and prospecting. He hosts calls a couple times a week. He does some one-on-ones, and I've seen him in action, and he is just phenomenal and always delivers. The second person, Meghann Misiask, so her company is Path to the President's Club. She does a lot of sales training for sales teams, enterprise sales teams, and just like Jason, she comes in and coaches our clients in our coaching program. And she does everything from kind of lead qualification through to deal negotiation and close and implementation. And again, phenomenal. She does some really great stuff. I love her frameworks, everything from customer discovery calls and things like getting director level objectives, all the way through to negotiation. She ran a training for our group last month on negotiation. And the way she thinks about that is totally different than what you might be thinking about when it comes to negotiation. So really excited and proud to have them coaching our clients. And those are two people you definitely need to follow if you want to get some sales help. Jason Bay and Meghann Misiask. Lastly, one tactical tip going into Memorial Day weekend. If you're here in the US, it's a holiday. But I know that many of you in the startup world, you're like, it's a holiday officially, but gosh, I get a lot of work done because I won't have anybody bugging me. And I get that. I might get a little work done myself Monday afternoon after I finish the 22-mile trail run. And that's fine. Just make sure that at least one of these 3 days, turn it off. Don't work, no email, no text, no nothing. Your company's not going to break. It's not going to fail if you go 24 hours. Something I learned from a guy named Dan Sullivan. He called it a free day. So a free day starts at midnight. It goes all the way to midnight the following day, 24 hours of no work. So that means you turn off your email, turn off your text, you don't do any work. If you find yourself thinking about work, create a diversion for yourself, go do something else. You need a break. You deserve a break. Like I said, your company's not going to break if you take a break. So take a break. Your friends, your family will appreciate the day. You'll appreciate the day to just be. So make sure you take that day to yourself. You got 3 days, just pick one. Make it your day. Make it your family day, your friend's day, whatever it is. If you're by yourself, you live by yourself, and you're just hanging on your own, make it a me day. Do what you want to do. Just don't do any work. Okay. So that's it. Those are my 3, 2, 1 weekend tips. Look forward to seeing the webinar. There are still a few spots left, like I see. So make sure you take advantage. And that's a wrap. So thanks for listening. Scott Sambucci.